another video match for game week 25 of the 2021-2022 Premier League. Let's look back at game week 24. That was massive. Indeed. Newcastle United versus Everton. Newcastle United defeated Everton 3-1. In that game, there was an own goal in that match as well for Newcastle United. Ryan Fraser scored and Kieran Trippier scored from a free kick. What a free kick from Kieran Trippier. The England international scored in that game, and they will face Aston Villa at St. James Park. This is interesting now. So what a matchup this will be. Newcastle United versus Aston Villa. It will be a massive showdown. Who do you think that will be winning this game? Because this is going to be an epic one. Newcastle United and Aston Villa, these two teams, is going to be an epic one. It's going to be an epic showdown. Eddie Howe against Steven Gerrard. Indeed. Philippe Coutinho, oh my gosh, the Brazilian internationals are making 2 assists in that game against Leeds to let that game draw 3-3 though. Villa is a club that everybody noticed, they have good team. Then they have Jack Grealish, he lead for Manchester City. And now he's gonna be a big game at Saint. It's gonna be a good game there. West Ham United against Leicester City. This will be interesting. It will be happening at the key person between Brendan Rodgers and Dave Moyes. West Ham defeated Watford. Gerard Bowen scored the only goal to see the victory. 1-0. That will be epic showdown out. Manchester City going away to Norwich. Then defeated Brentford. Riyad Mahrez. Who's going to stop him from scoring goals? Who's going to stop Mahrez? Nobody's not going to stop Mahrez. Because if you're going to face Norwich, I remember when Norwich faced Man City at the Etihad. Man City was the home team. Man City battered Norwich 5 goals. That was good. Norwich versus big game at Carrow between Norwich and Crystal Palace. Dean Smith, Patrick Vieira. That was the massive showdown between those two teams. Timo Pukki put Norwich in the lead at home. And then Wilfred Zaha. Oh my gosh. What should I say about this player for Crystal Palace? Wilfred Zaha scored to level it at 1-1 and put the ball. There was a penalty for Crystal Palace. Wilfred Zaha step up and he missed the goal. The ball go wide. Can I believe this? So it will be a big matchup between Norwich and Man City. Spurs against Wolves. Interesting matchup. Southampton they play Spurs at Spurs. Spurs lost at home against Ralph Hasenhuttl and his team. Indeed, until the Conte lost. I cannot believe this. It's not looking good there. Leicester City, Wolves against Arsenal. Wolves, they will be playing against Spurs. Them lost against the Gunners. Arsenal defeated them by 1 goal. Gabriel scored the only goal to see the victory for the Gunners. Right? Man City, Man United, they're going to face the Saints. Ralph Rangnick against Ralph Hasenhuttl. Man U play Burnley at Turf Moor. Right? There was a free kick for the Red Devils. Then it's scored by Ralph Varane. Raphael Varane scored. So Raphael Varane put the ball into the back of net. He was celebrating, his teammate was celebrating. They checked the VAR and the goals wasn't given it was disallowed. And then Paul Pogba, oh my gosh. The French international, if one France player missed, another one step up and score. Paul Pogba with the goal for Manchester United. And then Jay Rodriguez came out and scored in the second half for Burnley to leave it at 1-1 to draw the game at Turf Moor in an epic matchup for Burnley. And then we, Liverpool, are going to Turf Moor. It's going to be an epic showdown. Hmm? Watford against Brighton. Watford played against West Ham. They lost in that game. Brighton didn't play in game week 24. Neither Chelsea. Chelsea and Arsenal game is off because of Club World Cup. It's going to be an epic one, no doubt. So Brighton is going to Vicarage Road to take on Roy Hodgson. Right? His second time in charge of Watford. Or his third, probably. His second here. Well, going up against Brighton, it's going to be an epic showdown. It's going to be a cracker. Anybody can say yes. Manu is a Watford is a team. They have lots of Emmanuel Dennis. They have lots of Ismail Assar. They have lots of Joshua King that can step up and score goals. So what about us, Liverpool? We have lots of Mane, Salah, and Diego Jota and Firmino. And we have the big sign of Luis Diaz now. Almost scored on his first debut after joining from FC Porto. So that is an epic showdown. Indeed. Now, Man United versus Southampton. Epic showdown at Old Trafford. This is going to be epic. The Man United fans want to bounce back from their draw against Burnley at Turf Moor in game week 24. That is also epic because what will Man United do against this team? Because James Ward-Prowse will be leading by example. He's the captain and a leader of the team, like our captain Jordan Henderson. He's like an example. That's why we are winning lots of games. Talking about winning games, we need to start winning trophies now because we got to do this real seriously. Because I'm gonna come back. Will Liverpool will win a lot this season? I will be coming back. I'll be coming with that today about my club Liverpool. Man U is going to be a team that everybody's going to say, okay, that Ronaldo can always step up. Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that. He's a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, I understand, right? He's a Portuguese international. And also, he won title with Man United when he was young. He went to Spain to join Real Madrid. He won the La Liga. He won the UCL as well with Real Madrid. What a bicycle kick! He's a very good player, and I know he's really going to be a legend of the club. I know he's going to retire when he turns 40 years old. So it will be epic, and we will be saying goodbye to him when it's time for him to retire from pro football. So Ronaldo is the key player to watch in this game. So in goal, they will be depending on him because if you're going to say that it's going to be a shocking, it's going to be a cracker game. I'm going for a 3-0 win for Man United. Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, and Jadon Sancho. Probably Marcus Rashford scored. It will be a showdown between Ralph Rangnick and Ralph Hasenhuttl. That would be interesting, right? Watford versus Brighton. Interesting matchup. It's going to be a cracker. Because if you put Brighton and Watford together, it's going to be a showdown. It's going to be a massive match. It's going to be a massive game. Oh, their days. We defeated Leicester City yesterday 2-0. As well, what Arsenal defeated Wolves 1-0 at Molineux. Gabriel Martinelli got a as we're talking about that, I'm going to ask to have to do about that red card stuff on my channel, because you looking to see that players picking up red cards like his thing say. What is going on? These players got to avoid from cards. Martinelli pick up red card, Grand Xhaka pick up red card and the FA and the Carabao Cup against us. Gabriel as well picks up a red card for Arsenal. What is going on with these things? What is going on? What is really going on? I cannot believe it that you have a player that you can say, okay, Martinelli is in form, Gabriel Martinelli is in form, scoring goals. And then they get double yellow card for 41 player, and then they go on to fill up a foul another. For what reason? What is that called for? What is that? What does that mean? The referees are doing their job, right? And a red card is, you have to get a red card for that, for a reason. Watford versus Brighton. I'm going for a Watford win 3-0, and I'm sure if Emmanuel Dennis will be back for this game at Vicarage Road at his home ground, it will be looking good. Brentford versus Crystal Palace. This will be interesting. I'm not sure if they will having Christian Eriksen starting in front of the home fans at the Brentford Community Stadium. I'm not sure what Thomas Frank will do, but Patrick Vieira will be putting on his strong squad out there against this Brentford team, because if he put out a strong squad against Brentford, it's going to be a different ball game, because if you have Zaha, if you have Benteke, if you have AU, if you have Jeffrey Slop, if you have Conor Gallagher, it's going to be a different ball game, because you went to Currywood and draw 1-1. For what reason? The fans of Crystal Palace want a win. So going to Brentford Community Stadium, you need to win that game. You see? Epic. So I'm going for a 3-0 win for Brentford. It's going to be an epic showdown though. There. Everton versus Leeds. Rafinha has been quiet in game week 24. I don't know what reason against Aston Villa, but he was quiet in that match. Daniel James scored for Leeds. Philip Coutinho scored to make it 1-1. Jacob Ramsey with 2 goals. A brace. Should have been a hat-trick. Should have been 4-0. Or 4 goals. That would have made Aston Villa beat Leeds United. But Leeds United going up against Everton at Goodison Park, one half of Merseyside, the blue side. Frank Lampard, second game in charge of this Everton team after he lost to Eddie Howe in game week 24. He's gonna put out a strong team out there, so he's gonna put out a strong squad. Because if you put a strong team out there, it's going to be a massive showdown. So you're going up against Leeds. Frank Lampard against Marcelo Bielsa. It's going to be interesting. I'm going with hopefully that Rafinha can step up. Yeah. Then Patrick Bamford. The best defender. He's not back as yet. But they have Jack Harrison, they have Dallas. They have Stuart Dallas. They have players that can depend on to get goals like Rodrigo and those kind of players. So Everton as well on the other side, they have the likes of Demari Gray, Dele Alli, the big signing from Spurs. They have Donny van de Beek, left Old Trafford for Goodison Park. They have players, they have Dominic Calvert-Lewin, they have Richarlison, they have EOB. They have players that can get they can find. to score against Leeds United in game week 25. It's going to be a puppy. If they want to move out of the relegation, they're now in the relegation zone. You see it? Everton is down there. Leeds is also down there. So you going to face Everton at Goodison Park. So you have to put out the best strong squad without your main top talisman, Patrick Bamford. You have your other key player, your leading goal scorer, getting goals, the Brazilian, Rafinha, that get in formula with Richarlison as well, because they play for the same country as well as Philip Coutinho. So it's going to be a massive showdown between Everton and Leeds. So if you're going to put a player that you want to get goals against this Everton team, anybody wants any one of your players that they can depend on, Marcelo Bielsa, is Rafinha, because Rafinha scoring goals like nothing else. He not even stop scoring goals. I don't even know if Leeds face another team, he score. If them face us, them lose. They lost. You see? I'm going for a 3-0 win for Everton at home against Leeds. Hopefully Rafinha step up for Leeds, or Jack Harrison, or Stuart Dallas, or Rodrigo step up for Leeds. It's gonna be an interesting one. Lorente. Talking about Lorente. Oh my gosh. He scored a goal against Aston Villa to make it 3-3. Hopefully he can step again against this Everton team at Goodison Park. Norwich versus Manchester City. This team, Manchester City and Norwich. What is going on with these two teams facing each other? City faced Norwich. Norwich lost 5 goals. Then get 7 goals from Chelsea. I know Man City is heading to Carrowood. It will be 5 goals to that game. Because Mahrez is in form. He's check his penalty record in the Premier League for Man City more than for Algeria. Yeah? And Man City is going to be on the road. Pep God is going to take them to Carroll to face Dean Smith team. Norwich. Pookie is in form, scoring goals. Sturgeon is kind of there as well. Cantwell, he also, yeah. For Pep Guardiola, you have lots of players that can depend on to get goals, like Jack Grealish, my German Ilkay Gundogan, you have Rodri, you have Phil Foden, you have Kevin De Bruyne, you have Riyad Mahrez, you have Raheem Sterling, you have Gabriel Jesus. So you have players that can depend on to get goals for Manchester City. But going up against Norwich, this scoreline I'm going to predict is going to be a shocking prediction on a shocking scoreline if that ever happened in that game this weekend. Because if that happened, my prediction come out well. But let's see what happens. I'm going for a 5-0 win for Manchester City. Sterling, Grealish, Mahrez, Foden, and Kevin De Bruyne. That's 5. So Sterling with the first goal. Good one with the second goal. Foden with the third. So it will be a. So if you don't know who I want to score for Man City in that game, I choose Sterling to score the first goal. Sterling got to score. Sterling is just dribbling. Mahrez team dribbling. You see, so 2 dribblers is on the field for Man City. You have Mahrez, the Algerian king. You have Raheem Sterling and the others. You see it? So Sterling to score the first goal. Foden to score the second. Grealish to score the third. Ilkay Gundogan to score the fourth. And not least and not last, this player scored against Chelsea. I cannot believe this. Kevin De Bruyne. 5 goals. 5-0 at Carroll. Spurs versus Wolves. Spurs lost to Southampton. Oh my God. Wolves lost to Arsenal. These two teams, Spurs lost, Wolves lost. These two teams lost in separate games. You cannot say, okay, alright, yeah, it's alright. Son Heung-min to score, Kane and Luka Moura. Probably that will happen. No other amateur for Wolves. They have lots of Royal Jimenez. They have lots of Joao Mantino. They have lots of Ruben Neves. They have lots of Daniel Podence. And those like, and also Jose Sa in goal. They have players and their captain Connor Cody, Saiz. Any one of them can step up and score for Wolves in that game against Spurs. I'm going for a 3-0 win for Spurs. Son Heung-min to score, Kane to score, and probably Kane cannot even combine with Son Heung-min and make Son Heung-min score another goal to make it 3-0. I'm going for a 3-0 for Antonio Conte over Bruno Lage. Bruno Lage lose to us. He lose to Mikel Arteta. What's going on with Wolves? Newcastle United versus Aston Villa at St James Park. Our own goal in that game against Everton. Ryan Fraser scored. And Kieran Trippier scored his first Newcastle United goal on his big return back to England in the Premier League from Atletico Madrid. And you're saying that he's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a cracker. For Villa, Jacob Ramsey scored. I'm gonna go for a 3-0 win for Aston Villa over Newcastle United. Because if you put that together, it's gonna be a cracker, right? Newcastle United, Aston Villa. I'm going for a 3-0. We know that it's gonna be a different ball game, but Coutinho, Jacob Ramsey again, probably Ollie Watkins. Any one of them can step up and score. Leicester City versus West Ham. Who's gonna win that game? It's gonna be a cracking showdown between Hammers, Dave Moyes, and Brendan Rodgers team. It's gonna be a cracker. It's gonna be a shoot matchup. Because if you think that it's gonna be a walk in the park for these two managers, Brendan Rodgers lost to us in game 24. Dave Moyes beat Roy Hodgson back in charge in the Premier League, this time with Watford. It's gonna be a massive showdown. Kelechi Iheanacho is back from the AFCON with Nigeria. Played well, but did get knocked out of the competition. So I'm going for a 3-0 win for Leicester City over West Ham. Hopefully Mikel Antonio, Said, Ben Rama, Declan Rice. Any one of these guys can step up and score for West Ham United. For Leicester City, they have lots of Harvey Barnes, they have lots of James Maddison, they have lots of Yari Tillemans, they have lots of Paston Daka, they have lots of Lookman. They have players like Leicester can depend on to score goals, right? As well. So the players that play against us, they never showed up. Lookman never showed up because he's the player that scored against us at the King Power Stadium, to beat us 1-0 to make Leicester forgive us our next defeat in the Premier League. So I'm going for a 3-0 win for Leicester City. Burnley versus Liverpool. We are at Turf Moor. This time we're on the road. Burnley draw with Man United 1-1. And this time we did play Burnley, and we beat them 3-0 at Turf Moor. Remember that goal from Bobby Firmino? Yeah, we did win that game. This time I'm going for a 3-0 win. Let's see if we can keep that run going. It's going to be an epic showdown at Turf Moor. In goal, Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Thiago Alcantara, Fabinho, Jordan Henderson. If Curtis Jones start as well, maybe Klopp will do that. Luis Diaz, if he's going to still use the same lineup that we used yesterday against the Leicester City team and beating 2-0. Diego Shota, Bobby Firmino up front probably and start and have Salah on bench probably will rotate and say okay you're gonna bench and you're gonna start. So we're gonna do that. I'm going for a 3-0 win. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification button up. There is Liverpool. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Peace out. You're never gonna Liverpool for life. Almighty Reds.